straight ahead on CCX News. Concerns for a Maple Grove shopping center.
This shopping mall may be one of the malls that's shuttered nationwide. And I think that is a real reality that we need to address.
The changes proposed for the shops at Arbor Lakes and why not all city council members agree with them. Plus, a closer look at a new turf complex under construction in Maple Grove. It aims to be a destination facility for youth sports. But first, Plymouth police start using a new app for emergency response.
This app is going to provide us the information and the triggers of what to do, what not to do.
How it's supposed to help police address people with mental and physical disabilities. CCX News starts right now. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us. The Plymouth Police Department responds to situations involving people with disabilities almost daily.
And now the department is taking steps to make sure that they're responding to those emergencies as carefully as possible. Meredith Hackler shows us how they're using a new app for both their own safety and the safety of others.
Police officers respond to an emergency situation. They often don't know what they're walking into.
We want to have the best information so we can have the best outcome possible. We want to be in partnership with our community.
The Plymouth Police Department recently adopted the Vitals App, a tool they can use to better respond to emergency situations that involve people who have mental and physical disabilities.
We deal with a variety of it. We come into contact, I would say, 2 to 3 times with somebody with some sort of either disability or a vulnerable adult, somebody from a group home that's living in our community. And again, this just provides another tool or an aspect or how we can best utilize this technology to resolve the situation quickly and effectively.
With just the click of a button, police officers will have access to information they need when they respond to a situation that involves a person with disabilities. They'll have all of the information they need sent directly to their phone.
Turn it on to activate it. Now it's sending out a signal, kind of a Bluetooth technology that the phones will pick up.
Captain Reed says this app will also help improve safety, not only for officers, but for the individuals with disabilities as well.
This app is going to provide us the information and the triggers of what to do, what not to do, and somebody exterior, whether it be a parent or a caregiver or something like that, that we can call to say, we have this situation, what should we do? And we'll slow things down, we'll take our time. So that's what this app is going to provide us, is that next set of critical tools that we would not necessarily have had before.
In Plymouth, Meredith Hackler, CCX News.
The Plymouth Police Department will be handing out information about the app at their Night to Unite event tonight. That's Tuesday evening. You can also learn more about how to register yourself or a loved one by visiting our website.
A Plymouth husband and wife are accused of running a fraudulent sales scheme on Amazon. The Federal Trade Commission and the Minnesota Attorney General's office accuses Jesse Connors Tieva and Matthew Tieva of 9 fraud counts. The couple operated a New Hope-based company called The Seller's Playbook. The charges say they promoted business training that could help its customers earn $20,000 a month using Amazon's third-party sales model. According to the complaint, the couple collected more than $15 million from consumers over the past year. Founder Jesse Connors Tieva has been featured on such shows as The Apprentice and The Oprah Winfrey Show for her business idea. Major changes are planned at the shops at Arbor Lakes in Maple Grove.
The changes come as the shops tries to fill vacant retail space in the shopping center. Managers at the shops say retailers are not interested in locating to the center area like they once were. It's why the shops wants to open up the pedestrian area to vehicle traffic to make the stores more accessible. Concept plans include more than 40 parking spaces. However, some council members expressed deep concerns. One remarked that she doesn't want it to look like another Nicollet Mall.
It's taking a lot of things that were kind of beautiful and destroying it, and I'm just really struggling with that because I think it looks lovely and it's unique, and we've won awards for that.
I also know that there is a real reality here staring us in the face that if we don't do something to allow that streetscape to exist and whatever amenities we want along the way can exist, this shopping mall may be one of the malls that's shuttered nationwide. And I think that is a real reality that we need to address.
Property managers say they can't attract retailers without any changes. They say they could lose more tenants like others that have already left, Banana Republic, J. Crew, and Anthropology, to name a few. In the end, the City Council decided to approve the concept plan that allows opening up the plaza to vehicle traffic.
One Maple Grove City Council member says there's one question he's been asked more than anything else in the past 12 years. And after Monday night's City Council meeting, he now has an answer. Hy-Vee will be coming to Southwest Maple Grove and starting construction as early as this month. The city approved development plans Monday for the markets at Rush Creek. The plans are similar to the ones approved in 2016 with a restaurant and a gas station convenience store on site. The construction plans are ambitious. If all goes according to plan, the building will be up and enclosed before the winter.
Meantime, another major construction project is underway in Maple Grove near the high school football stadium.
We're really trying to make it a tournament facility that we could host significant tournament events here.
Thousands of kids will have access to the new 4-field synthetic turf complex under construction at 99th Avenue in Fernbrook. It's a $12 million project to accommodate youth soccer, lacrosse, and football. The project also includes a picnic shelter, concessions building, as well as a plaza and a play area. About 250 additional parking spaces will be used by nearby Maple Grove High School during school hours. 3 Maple Grove area youth sports associations are partnering with the city on the cost of the project with first choice for key practice hours.
This really opens up the opportunity to maximize field use throughout the entire athletic season. So that's April through October. And we'll really have extended hours beyond the use of a natural turf field.
A Hennepin County Youth Sports Grant will also support the project, and the Osseo School District is expected to contribute around $500,000. The complex should be completed by next summer. Still ahead, why National Night Out festivities in Brooklyn Center included a visit from representatives for Topgolf.
Plus, the girls' hockey season is a few months away, but local teams train in the summer too. We'll hear from Osseo Park Center.
But first, a forecast that sounds like a broken record. Sunny and temperatures in the 80s. We'll be right back. If you have driven by the new Topgolf facility in Brooklyn Center, you have no doubt wondered just how is that going to work in the wintertime. Monday night in Brooklyn Center, we got the answer to that question.
We're closed 2 days, that is Thanksgiving and Christmas. All of our bays, we have 102 bays in our facility. All of our bays are equipped with an extreme heating system from top to bottom. We have windshields that kind of divide every bay to try to keep all of the heat in and the wind out.
Topgolf was out to answer questions at a National Night Out event in Brooklyn Center. The golf and entertainment destination is hiring 500 people, and it's 1 week into that process. The representative said it's going well so far, and they've had no shortage of applicants. They hope to finish hiring by August 20th. National Night Out festivities got a jump start in Maple Grove. Watching the North Memorial Air Care helicopter take off is one of many opportunities for people to get a close-up look at emergency vehicles and interact with local law enforcement. The Maple Grove Police Department puts on this event with a free hot dog lunch every year on the day of National Night Out. Since 2011, the number of National Night Out parties has grown from 130 to 192 expected tonight.
It's a great way to get a neighborhood together, build that relationship, and also build a relationship with the city at the same time. So I think as the city continues to grow and develop and we get more, residential areas in the city, we're going to get more parties. Last year, Maple Grove took first place for its National Night Out efforts among cities its size. It is the job of police to serve and protect. But in some departments in Minnesota and around the country, officer-involved shootings have led to rising tensions between police and members of the public. And Delane Cleveland joins us now with more on what local police departments are doing to build trust.
Alex and Shannon, in the wake of some of those officer-involved shootings the past few years, we've seen protests and a breakdown in trust. It's why local police departments are utilizing community outreach efforts to help gain that trust back.
So I've been with Brooklyn Center for 13 years. I've always noticed a positive connection between the police and the community. But again, it's something that we're always working on. We're never there, we're never where we want to be. These relationships are ongoing and need to be maintained, and that's something that we've worked on.
Every police department has programs or policies in place where they interact with the public to help build relationships and showcase their human side. Monday night's National Night Out kickoff event in Brooklyn Center was just one example. Over the past several weeks, I've spent hours with the Brooklyn Center Police Department chronicling their community outreach efforts.
There's always going to be the occasional member of the public who maybe had a bad run-in with an officer from another agency or even our agency that's going to try and spread their story and make it seem like it's across the board. But for the vast majority of the people that we interact with, even people who we may have to unfortunately arrest, it's been a positive interaction for them.
In the next couple of days, we'll go deeper into what exactly the department does to create those positive interactions. Our series, Building Trust, Cops in the Community, starts Wednesday at 4. Alex and Shannon?
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Delane. Still ahead of Backyard Getaways that takes us to places near and far. We will show you a true virtual reality experience.
But first, a local girls basketball standout spends time overseas honing her game. Jay Wilcox has the details coming up next in sports.
Athletes in fall sports head back to practice for a new season starting next Monday. Summer workouts for high school teams in various sports took up much of June and July. We caught up with one local team in late July. Here's John Jacobson with more.
On a hot summer day, there's no better place to cool off than an ice rink. Well, the players in the Osseo Park Center girls hockey program aren't just escaping the heat. They're working hard toward becoming better players and ultimately a better team once the season starts in November.
We've just been working on a lot of skills. If we get the skills down, hopefully we'll be able to put it together in game situations this year, put some more pucks in the net.
I think that getting work off season works on both building like a team and getting to know each other better through off ice, but then it also works on your skills during off ice, so you can work on power play and penalty kill more in this season.
Jeremy Lewis and his staff are in their second year running the program. In addition to dryland training, there's an emphasis here on edge work and shooting and passing, plus one-on-one and two-on-two drills, trying to simulate game situations. They're also stressing to the players the need to work on their hockey skills away from these summer workouts.
You could see so much more improvement from last year at this time. And just from the season, there's so many girls doing outside activities, programs outside of our program to make them better through the summer. You can just see them just picking up a notch.
I think there's a lot of girls. They are looking better and better every day at SCP, and it's really exciting to see how much they've improved. The girls work really hard with all their other sports and hockey as well, and it really helps our endurance and our physical component of hockey as well.
OPC lost 8 one-goal games last season. They're hoping some of this off-season work will turn those L's into W's come winter. In Brooklyn Park, John Jacobson, CCX Sports.
Thanks, John, and we'll hear from the Champlain Park Coon Rapids girls hockey team later this week. Well, we've had some great girls basketball players in the CCX viewing area in recent years. On this week's What I Did This Summer, we talk with a local standout who is also one of the nation's top girls basketball players, and we caught her just before a big basketball trip. To say Hopkins Jr. to be Paige Bueckers is a little busy this summer is an understatement.
Yeah, it gets a little wild, but the experiences that I'm gonna have, I wouldn't trade it for the world, so yeah, it's worth it, I guess.
Bueckers had to set aside her AAU basketball commitments last month, but she had a pretty good reason.
I usually play in July, but so I made the U17 national team for the Girls USA basketball. So we practice for like a week, and then we go to DC, and then we fly out to Latvia, and then we do like a exhibition type tournament, and then the World Cup is in Belarus.
And Bueckers and her team came through with a gold medal performance in Belarus at the World Cup. The chance to play with and against great players can only help Paige's game.
The countries that we're going to play overseas, I think it'll be tough because they're big and they have different ways to play the game, and I've never experienced that before, so it's definitely something new.
Closer to home, Bueckers also found time to help out at a Hopkins youth camp.
Yeah, it's fun. Just yeah, being able to get looked at and like I'm like a role model to them. It's really cool. It's funny because I remember being a kid and playing at the camp here, and now I'm working it, and now I'm teaching the little kids. It's really cool.
Paige excels for North Tartan during the AAU season and is already considered one of Minnesota's best ever high school players with 2 seasons to go at Hopkins. Her work this summer sure won't hurt. August is 1 month where Paige gets to relax some, including taking a cruise. That's all for sports. Back to you.
She has earned it. Thanks a lot,
Absolutely.
Jay. Up next, a place to escape reality.
It is the destination of this week's Backyard Getaways, and we will take you there up next.
And finally, a backyard getaway that is all about the virtual world.
A new place near the Ridgedale Shopping Center gives people a whole new way to escape. We get more now from Eric Nelson.
People don't really know what they're getting into when they do this, but it just takes a few seconds to realize the power of virtual reality because it's so immersive.
It's a quick trip that provides faraway experiences.
Sword in each hand, and you're just gonna cut stuff. You ready?
At this strip mall in Minnetonka,
so you look around.
You'll find Voxel Virtual Reality, a destination that lets you do something totally out of the ordinary.
It's a totally different kind of experience than just the regular video games.
Voxel is the perfect place for someone looking to escape reality.
It's surreal when you know something's not real, but you can feel it all around you like it's the real thing. So that's your painting hand, that's your brush, right?
Voxel is run by owner Jeff Trinzi.
Business has been amazing, yeah.
Who opened his second Twin Cities store at Ridge Square in June.
You get the freedom to really choose what you want to do.
Step into a bay, put on a headset, and the experience blows away anything you'll get on your iPhone or flat screen.
We provide almost 30 different experiences for people to come as an individual or as a group of people. We get a lot of birthday parties, a lot of team building groups.
At Voxel, you can hike a mountain in Washington State without forking out big dough to go there.
This is a lot cheaper than that trip I went to Seattle last year.
You can take some cuts at the ballpark.
There you go.
Or throw some haymakers in a boxing ring.
There's a combo.
Or even play carnival games.
Bring it all the way up to your ear like a real bow and arrow, yeah.
There is something for everyone.
We've had the range of 8-year-old birthday parties to 80-year-old birthday parties.
There is also a side benefit to Voxel.
There is a physical aspect to it.
Some of the reality experiences are strenuous.
Like that one I was just doing, you're dodging, you're punching, you're shooting, so like I'm like actually sweating here.
It's so fun to watch people excited about something that we're excited about.
For Trinzi, Voxel is all about fun.
Within a few seconds, you realize this is the future.
For Backyard Getaways, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
Looks like fun. See you later.